This evening, local aviation sector under scrutiny as another pilot dies in crash. A 7-year-old is believed to have drowned while on a fishing trip with her father. Oil. How will it be stored and shipped out of Guyana? And road death leaves Buxton family in anguish.
From Safe TV headquarters in South Rival Gardens, this is Safe TV Headline News with George Gonzalez.
Headline News is now being streamed live on our YouTube channel. Join us. The local aviation sector is under scrutiny following 3 incidents in the past 2 months. The latest incident occurred on Sunday when a Cessna 206 crashed shortly after takeoff and claimed the life of Air Services Limited pilot Imran Khan. Over the weekend, Guyana's aviation sector recorded another tragic loss of life. At around 9 a.m. on Sunday, Air Services Limited pilot Imran Khan died after his Cessna 206 crashed near the mouth of the Kaichur Gorge in Region 8, Pataro Siparuni. He was the lone occupant of the aircraft that was shuttling cargo between Chai Chai and Mahdia. Director General of the Guyana Civil Aviation Authority, retired Lieutenant Colonel Egbert Field, stated that Khan's body was found late last night, and the Guyana Defense Force has made arrangements to transport his body back to Georgetown. The local aviation watchdog has opened an investigation into Sunday's crash. In response to the incident, Minister of State Joseph Harmon, on the behalf of the Ministry of the Presidency, sent his condolences to the family of Imran Khan. In a statement, Minister Harmon also called for an increase in inspections of both aircraft and crew, as this is the 3rd domestic plane crash in less than 2 months. Minister Harmon said, quote, "We are calling on the director to increase the level of investigation and oversight over all of the operators to ensure that the serviceability of these aircraft is checked, that the time and hours of the pilots which they fly must also be checked, and this must not be a one-off check but a regular check, and also time and again what we call ramp checks. Random checks." Air Services Limited is expected to release a statement on the incident. Investigations are ongoing, and Headline News will provide updates as details arise. The parents of a 7-year-old girl are hoping to recover her body after she disappeared under the sea aback the Marriott Hotel at Kingston. Here is Esther Sobers.
What was supposed to be a fun day turned into a parent's worst nightmare when 7-year-old Jelena Titus disappeared under the sea waters aback the Marriott Hotel at Kingston, Georgetown. Little Jelena was on a fishing trip accompanied by her father and other relatives when a mishap occurred. Her brother, Jason Titus, who was with his sister at the time of the incident, and recounted what happened.
Our father was catching fish. My little sister asked if we go play inside the water. Daddy said no. And then she asked again and he said no again. Then she asked again and she asked and he keep on saying no. And then she asked and he said yeah. And then we go inside the water and then I will sit down. And then my father called my little sister and me and my little cousin go inside the water. And then she comes speeding back inside the water and I bring she in back. And then I tell she don't go next to the boat and I tell she don't go next to the boat. And she keep going next to the boat till she know. And then me and my cousin went inside the water and we come inside back. We didn't see she. And when we look back, I take her hand up inside the air and I send my little cousin to call my father. And I went into the water, see if we could get she. And I hold on to she and then she bit my hand. And then I pull she and then she pull away she hand. And I go under the water to see for fish and I didn't find she. And I come out to the water.
The body of Jelena has not yet been found. However, her mother, Onika Henry, said that she has returned to the scene numerous times in hope of finding her daughter.
I was on the seawall all this morning, early. Yesterday we went searching, looking to find my baby, but we didn't see anything. I didn't even see an officer out there, which he said that they wouldn't be out there. They would go other places and look because it could be she. If the body raised up, they would go other places, you know, like far and look for her. Somewhere he said they went up the river. I can't really remember where, whatever. But I'm just asking if anybody see my baby out there. Anybody they could just call and tell the family or call the nearest police station.
Family members of the child's father, who took the girl along with other relatives on the fishing trip, has been receiving negative comments from the public who are blaming him for the child's death, had this to say.
All the people out there who was trying to judge him and say things about him. He's not that type of dad. He's not just a father, or let me say a sperm donor. He's not. He is a real, really dad to his kids. From my heart, he is really a dad for his kids.
All who slandering him on the internet, please stop. We need your condolence. We need people's strength. We don't need people to slander this man. It's a mistake. It happens. It happens in life. It happens. All we need is people's support, not people bad talking this man.
Government has shifted its attention to the private security services sector, where a number of employers are receiving heavy criticisms for their poor treatment of women and elderly workers. Here is Wendell Jeffrey.
George, the Social Protection Ministry has placed the spotlight on private security companies who are accused of exploiting elderly and female employees. The ministry is hoping to reposition these categories of workers within the labor force.
This morning we are gathered here to have a discourse as it relates to repositioning the elderly and single mothers within the private security services.
That was Karen Van Slotemon Corbin, a senior labor officer within the Labor Department. She said that the ministry views the discussion as very important and for obvious reasons.
Within our security sector, we are having some challenges as it relates to our elderly and to single mothers. We will be in a position to charter, in collaboration with you, the key stakeholders, a course for our security sector.
Junior Minister within the Social Protection Ministry, Keith Scott, bemoaned the fact that within the security sectors across the Caribbean, Guyana continues to lag.
This clearly shows that Guyana was last of the 10 listed nations to begin to treat private security with the dignity and respect it deserves. In other words, we are more than 3 decades late in our endeavor to upgrade our focus.
The minister says that some security services are employing derelicts and those mentally disabled.
We mean no disrespect to anyone, but it is a shame that we are in receipt of reports that there are some service providers who have a proclivity for employing individuals who fit the description of a derelict citizen.
For Channel 2 Headline News, I am Wendell Jeffrey.
Coming up on Headline News after the break, Buxton father dies in road accident during the weekend, and we'll provide some insight on how oil will be stored and shipped out of Guyana. Stay with us.
making it affordable for you to go back to school in style with your favorite brands. From now until August 31st, shop and get 10% off selected school shoes and backpacks. You can get bags from Princess, Ben 10, Polo, Swiss, JanSport, trolley bags, and lunch kits and bags. Or shoes from LRX, Hush Puppies, Polo, Timberlands, Nike, Adidas, Reebok, and Skechers, all at clearance. Clearance, always keeping you in style.
John Lewis Styles proudly introduces Everest Bags, a complete and affordable line especially suited for back to school. Lunch bags from $3,500, backpacks from $4,500, pulley backpacks from $10,995. Also available are messenger bags, computer bags, waist pouches, duffel bags, gym bags, and even camping bags, all for the same price or less than buying online. And it's already here on Waterloo Street. John Lewis Styles, simply different.
My thoughts, well, for me, internet has changed the world, and Blaze has changed the internet here in Guyana one more time. I mean, long are the days where you have to wait for your favorite TV show to be on at 8 o'clock on a Friday or a Saturday night. This day and age, it's about downloading it, streaming it, and watching it at your convenience. And Blaze, for us, gives us the opportunity now to watch our favorite shows from England, from America, Caribbean, you know, when we want it, how we want it.
This place is really hot. What's wrong with your AC?
It's not working.
Well, we wouldn't be able to continue this meeting anymore because this place is extremely hot.
Wait, please don't go.
Here's a company you can call to get your AC fixed. Action Cool.
Honey, what's for dinner? I had a hard day.
I'm sorry you had a hard day, but guess what, babes? I didn't cook today because the stove is not working.
Having trouble at home or at the office? Then call the professionals at Action Cool. Our fully trained technical team have the skills and experience in repairs of all air-conditioned units, refrigerators, gas stoves, washing machines, and a whole lot more. For further information, visit us at 86 Hill and Princess Street, Mandela Avenue, Georgetown, or call us on telephone number 225-7867.
Welcome to Kissoon's Furniture. Find everything you need for your home and more under one roof in our newly decorated showroom. Our locally crafted furniture has been perfected over the last 60 years. From our hands to your home, we also bring to you our newly introduced lines of imported furniture and sleep center, where you can find a wide range of beds and mattresses. Kissoon's Furniture, furnishing homes for over 60 years.
Welcome back. Thank you for staying. Road fatalities continue to be a cause for concern. On Sunday evening, another family was thrown into mourning for a 26-year-old GPL worker and father of 3 who died following an accident at Better Hope. Esther Sobers spoke with the grieving father and filed this report.
Cleon Ferreira of Buxton was popularly known as an avid lover of bikes and had his entire life ahead. What started out as a routine ride on Sunday evening ended tragically at Better Hope Public Road on the east coast of Demerara. Pereira, a 26-year-old former employee of the Guyana Power and Light, was pronounced dead on arrival at the Georgetown Public Hospital after he collided with a Toyota Spacio car. The accident occurred near midnight. The grieving man's father, Ulrich Ferreira, spoke with us on a telephone interview.
Well, a very cool person, far as I know, loving and things like that.
Okay.
At least to the parents, I know much about outside, but with the amount of people that came since after the story, I guess he was nice outside too, not only home.
Ferreira's death is just the latest in a string of road fatalities that have occurred this year. I'm Esther Sobers reporting for Channel 2 Headline News.
You have heard a whole lot about Guyana's liquid gold, oil. But how will that oil be collected from the seabed, stored, and used? Wendell Jeffrey is following the oil and provides answers to those questions and more in this report.
George, many persons in Guyana are wondering what will happen once drilling begins at our offshore Lisa wells. Philip P. Mowlin, the project line director of SBM Offshore, one of ExxonMobil partners, explains the process.
It takes the oil from the ground, separates, because the oil comes from the ground, it's a mixture of water, gas, and actually oil. So it separates the different components, keeps the oil, stores it in the tank.
SBM Offshore has been contracted to build the platform that will be the holding facility of Guyana's liquid gold. The oil will come from a subsurface depth of about 1,700 meters, or approximately 1 mile under the sea. It will then be transferred to oil tankers and taken away from Guyana to destinations determined by Exxon.
And then every other week, a shuttle tanker will come along. The oil which is being produced will be offloaded to that shuttle tanker, and then the shuttle tanker will go away, and wherever Exxon managed to basically this oil further down.
Mowlin provided more information about the storage above the water.
It's like a platform, a production platform, but with a big storage capacity.
George, Mowlin says that the platform is currently being built and that it will arrive here in the middle of 2019. He said that it will take about 6 months to anchor. Once anchored, different pipes will be connected to the platform, and in early 2020, oil and gas are expected to flow. For Channel 2 Headline News, I am Wendell Jeffrey.
Thanks, Wendell. Still ahead, we'll tell you what is being done to improve the water supply to one hinterland community. Around town and beyond? Look no further than Oasis Ride Taxi Service. With affordable prices and some of the best drivers in the business, we've been delivering prompt and reliable service to Guyana for over 16 years. We also offer tours, chauffeur service, and even car rentals. You can call us at 231-5554 or 225-5496. For deals, specials, and more information, find our page on Facebook. Oasis Ride Taxi Service. Let's go.
John Lewis Styles proudly introduces Everest Bags, a complete and affordable line especially suited for back to school. Lunch bags from $3,500, backpacks from $4,500, pulley backpacks from $10,995. Also available are messenger bags, computer bags, waist pouches, duffel bags, gym bags, and even camping bags, all for the same price or less than buying online. And it's already here on Waterloo Street. John Lewis Styles. Simply different.
We now travel to the hinterland community of Paramakatoy, where residents are set to benefit from a multi-million-dollar water project. Esther, what plans are being developed to improve the quality of water in that community?
George, a recent meeting between the Guyana Watering Corporation and Paramakatoy's villagers saw the signing of a memorandum of understanding for the installation of an improved water system in the hinterland village. GWI provided a check to the village council of $4.2 million to begin the first phase of the water project. Managing Director of GWI, Dr. Van West Charles, spoke about GWI's plan for the village.
There is the Paramakatoy project which you heard about. And in collaboration with the council, we are now in the phase of construction of a reservoir which will make water available to Paramakatoy, and that water will be treated water. What is important is that we have had a memorandum of understanding with the village council, who are also part of the process. It's not taking coastlanders into Paramakatoy, but the folks, the skills from Paramakatoy, in collaboration with the engineering capacity of GWI, is doing this project.
GWI has a strategic plan to ensure that within the next 4 years, all sections of the country has good quality water in accordance to the World Health Organization standards. I'm Esther Sowers reporting for Channel 2 Headline News.
Thanks, Esther. ExxonMobil is funding training for persons wishing to understand the processes and jargon of the oil and gas sectors. Registration for the training has commenced, and some training has already started. Wendell Jeffrey was at the center's office on South Road and filed this report.
George, the Center for Local Business Development is now opened to businesses in Guyana interested in having their staff trained in matters relating to the emerging oil sector. The center is located on the 3rd floor of the IPED building on South Road between Ornock Street and Chandrapal Drive. Patrick Henry, formerly of the UK Aid, is the project director for the center. He took those present through the paces.
Ishmael, Sis Narayan, Onika Newland, and Tara Harley. So Onika will explain the supplier registration portal. Eshwar will take you on a tour of the center, and Karen will be at the back, and we'll all go back there and answer questions at the end. The Center for Local Business Development was started to help make Guyanese businesses more competitive, both locally for the oil and gas sector and internationally. If you can work in the oil and gas sector, you can work anywhere else.
Henry said that the mandate of the center is to get businesses qualified to help Exxon and their partners, particularly in the local market. The duration of the program is 3 years, and the program is funded by Exxon. A portal has been created for businesses wishing to register for the training.
The portal lets you come in, register, and through that we can get you information, we can direct training resources to you. The suppliers like SBM and Technip and others that are coming in looking for Guyanese businesses get lists of companies from that portal.
Some of the courses being offered include offshore oil and gas literacy, local content, safety, health and environment, and procurement for local suppliers. Some 250 businesses are already registered with the center, and some training has begun.
The center can help you be competitive, and then you have to go out as a business, make the investments, and win the tenders. We've asked everybody to sign up. So for the association days, for the 4 courses that we're offering, people can put their name, how many people they want in their association. These are all around the center. We've tried to gauge demand, and so right now we have over 100 businesses that want the course, and we have a couple hundred people.
For Channel 2 Headline News, I am Wendell Jeffrey.
Thanks, Wendell. We now turn to cricket. The Caribbean Premier League is currently being played in the Caribbean, and the West Indies team is in a fierce second test battle with England. But we want to tell you about a group of future cricket stars who are trying to develop their own skills and one day make it onto the big stage. The Georgetown Cricket Club and the Demerara Cricket Club ended its second annual Cricket Academy on Friday. Over 125 children from Georgetown and other communities took part in the joint DCC/GCC 2-week school holiday cricket academy. Speaking at the closing ceremony, program coordinator and head coach of the Amazon Warriors, Mark Harper, emphasized the importance of the program.
This camp provided the opportunity for exposure to the joys of the game by developing their skills and gaining a better understanding of the rules, as well as the importance of sport and education.
Coach Harper was pleased with the response from parents and participants. The attendees grew from 30 school children in its inaugural year to 125 this year. As such, Coach Harper encouraged the school children to continue to hone their skills year-round and encourage them to pursue aspirations in sports.
The clinic did not only provide the opportunity of teaching the joys and acquiring and developing the skills of the game, but it also gave the participants the benefit of practicing teamwork, understanding the value of sharing and supporting each other.
Youths as young as 5 took part in the summer sports camp. Each child was awarded for their participation. And now for the weather report. And that's Channel 2 Headline News for this Monday evening. As we take our leave, we invite you to find Channel 2 Headline News on Facebook, YouTube, and ch2headlinenews.com. You can also tune in tomorrow morning at 6:30 for a rebroadcast, and tomorrow evening at 7 o'clock for more news. For now, I'm George Gonzalez, signing out from this newscast, saying thank you for welcoming us into your homes, and do have a blessed evening.